Good morning, good morning, good morning. It's your girl Becky D live in the morning, 7 days a week, 7 a.m. I don't know about you all, but the weatherman has puzzled me again. I even checked my weather app on my iPhone, 11 o'clock last night, because I was sitting here. I have a fireplace, y'all, and if anybody can join me in the fireplace moments, when it rains, it makes this loud noise that kind of scares you out of the blue because you forget you have a fireplace. And it rained for like 5 minutes or so last night around 11 o'clock. That wasn't on my forecast, and that kind of tripped me up. Okay, but I'm just saying. So I remember we talked about the weathermen yesterday, so I wanted to bring that up. That yet again they have left something off on their radar. It's Monday, y'all. That big selfish Monday that we are definitely focusing on self. This Monday, I definitely want to hone in on that even more today, just because we need a little bit more selfishness on this week, okay? For those of you who still have kids in school, or maybe you work for a school remotely right now, of course, then you are coming up on a spring break, or you've been on a spring break, but it's a break time and you feel it is coming, or you feel it is ending. And this is where it's going to get antsy and you ready to go. And take a deep breath. Take a deep breath, okay? Because now is not the time to rush through work, and now is not the time to skip over things, or now is not the time to try to prolong something that has to come to an inevitable end. Okay? Now that we've said that, what are you going to do on this Monday? Are you going to meditate? Are you going to read a motivational book, a motivational scripture, do a motivational prayer? Are you going to mediate your life? Are you going to find a happy medium in your life? Find the M's in your life that you need right now. One thing that I did yesterday was I took a little drive down the countryside, and they gas wasn't as cheap as I thought it would be, but but I got lost in thought, and my poetic side started to come up again. And so I was recording me doing some spoken word, and man, do I miss doing that. If y'all know of any good spots that still does that, when this is all said and done, I can come over and I can read y'all a few lines. I don't know if my memory will let me recall it right, so I have to read it. But the more I was doing my self-expressions, the more I noticed that there's been a change in me, and I love it. I did this piece and I sent it to my girls that is called I Finally Love Myself. And it really spoke on the fact that you have to find that time when you fall in love with yourself. I don't know too many people that love themselves the way I love myself right now. And it's good to feel a little selfish. I feel great, you know. I found the beautiful characteristics that I loved about me, and something that I've always wanted to see in me. And I was happy to see it. I was so happy to see it. And that made me very excited and emotional and all these things that I've never felt before. And I had a little tingle on the inside. And I was like, wow, I like her. And she is me. So I came across this quote as well on yesterday, which just solidified everything that I was feeling. And it says that everybody wants to change the world, but nobody wants to change themselves. so true. I definitely felt that because right now we want a lot of things changed. We want a lot of things, a lot of laws passed and this and that. And we want, to have, this bill and that towed down and this. And it's just a lot of pieces that we want done and moved around and whatnot. But nobody wants to start in their home. Nobody wants to start right there when they look in the mirror. You're like, I could change you though. I might not be able to change, someplace down there in New Mexico or whatever the case may be. But I could change right here in my own house. I can make the change small enough. And if everybody makes smaller changes, you'll see a bigger change overall. Okay? So I've made several decisions over my weekend of things that I look forward to changing. And then I noticed that some of the things I've already changed. And that is beautiful, okay? It's beautiful. And I feel as though as I'm coming more into myself and blossoming into this wonderful whole human being, okay? And I'm excited. I don't want to look back. I don't want to turn back. I just want to keep moving forward, okay? Because sometimes going back, it puts you in a position where you feel like you're stuck. Because you're like, man, how did I get back here? So you just want to keep pushing forward, no matter what. Keep pushing forward, even if it seems like a forward move is unavailable at the time. If you play chess, checkers, whatever kind of board game where you got to move pieces and you feel like a forward move isn't able to be done, there's always a diagonal move. You can move side to side, If you go back, if you play checkers the way my brother does, he does a backwards jump, like a V jump. He goes back and then goes up. I think that's cheating. I'm still checking the checkers rule on that, but just saying. So, know your moves, okay? Know your moves. On this Monday, think about these things. What am I ready to change or do in my life that is going to make it so drastic and so beautiful and wonderful that I fall in love with myself all over again? I know I said it a while back where I had the opportunity to listen to this great man speak, and he says that over the course of a marriage, a man is married to at least 10, 20 different women, even though it's all in one wife. We're constantly evolving. We're constantly changing, okay? And it's for the good. Never change for the bad. Never. We find ourselves changing for people who don't mean nothing to us. They don't care about us. Nothing like. And we find ourselves not liking ourselves, okay? All right? And it's ugly. It's nasty. I'm tired of seeing it. But again, I can't change you. I can only change me. I can't change the world. But I can change me, okay? So find something that you love about yourself. Write it on your mirror. Write it on the wall. Tweet it. Whatever the case may be. Put it out there in the atmosphere. And meditate on that one thing. And see the change that is going to be happening. Or the change that did happen, okay? My confidence level is a whole lot higher than what it used to be. I love that about me. Now, is it where I want it to be? Not quite yet. But I'm loving where it's at now. Because I know where it can get to. And that just makes me happy. I don't even know if you can tell, but I'm smiling ear to ear right now. That's how happy I am. So on this Monday, we're going to meditate and get lost in a zenful bliss of ourselves. Or nothing else, no one else. Not your kids, not your wife or husband, your spouse, okay? Not your significant other if you're dating. None of that. Not your coworkers, not your mom and dad. You. Focus on you. Let go of anxiety. Let go of stress. Let go of hatred, jealousy, okay, temptation, lust. Let it all go. And then say, What am I now? Without all of those things, what am I? Do I like who I am? Is there anything left? If there's nothing left after you remove all of that negativity, you shouldn't be in love with yourself. That's ugly. That's something I need to continue to work on me, because I can go a whole lot further than what I am right now. So it is up to us, ourselves, to meditate on ourselves, find out who we are, where we are, what we used to be, where we are now, and where we're going to be, okay? I love reflection questions. Because it gives you a chance to just sit down and go, got a point there. The constant reflection on self, on life. You don't have to do this every week. Excuse me. You can do it once a month. You can do it twice a year. But it needs to happen so you can see where you're at. It's called a checkpoint. Make sure you're good. See what you need to lose. See what you need to gain. And then go from there. Okay? Another bad thing about me going outside is I get exposed to all this pollen. And it's like literally in my throat. So I've been trying to drink water to kind of get this all broken up. But it's not helping at all right now. Still feel like something's stuck in my throat. But that's neither here nor there. Let me get back on topic. But once you can pinpoint the things that you don't quite like that's happening in your life from you, and you can start to change it. Okay. One thing I could definitely say this. I've had a lot of friends, a lot of relationships, the whole nine. When you change something in your life because you didn't like the person you was becoming, because you changed something to benefit somebody else, they can't stand it. Oh, they can't stand it. All you hear is, why you acting like that? Well, I'm acting like me because I was adjusting myself to make you feel comfortable. But then I realized I didn't like that person. So I had to get back to me. Now, if you don't like this person, then obviously you need to reflect on yourself and see why. And it's simple like that. I wasn't as bold with my statements as I am now. But if I could go back in time and say those things, I could probably save myself a few years with a few friendships and a few people that I associated myself with. But we cannot turn back the hands of time. We can only progress and move forward and go live our best lives from here. But one thing you can do today is go out and love somebody, okay? You don't have to physically go out. You can virtually go out as well. We have seen that. You go on virtual zoo trips now, okay? So virtually go out and love somebody. Even if you get in your car, ride around the neighborhood, honk your horn, call your neighbor, say, hey, come outside. I just want to wave at you. Make sure you're okay. All right, go back in. Whatever the case may be, spread love on today after your self-reflection. If love is missing in your life, call me. I'll tell you how to get it back. I will definitely tell you how to get it back, okay? As always, my name is Becky D with Becky D in the Morning. You all have a great Monday. Reflect on yourselves and become the change in you that you need to see so we can see the change in the world that we would like to see. Have a great day today.